It's Randi Rhodes. Here's a clip from our show, and go to randyrhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinking podcast.
Mary had a little man.
The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
Harris and I just completed briefings on both COVID and the economic crisis facing this nation. And we're reminded again of the severity of this pandemic. Cases are on the rise nationwide, and we're nearing 240,000 deaths due to COVID.
Oh, my God.
And our hearts go out to each and every family that has lost a loved one to this terrible disease. In America, the vote is sacred. It's how people of this nation express their will. And it is the will of the voters. No one, not anything else, that chooses the President of the United States of America. So, each ballot must be counted. And that's what we're going to see going through now. And that's how it should be. Democracy is sometimes messy.
Yep.
It sometimes requires a little patience as well. But that patience has been rewarded now for more than 240 years with a system of governance that's been the envy of the world. And we continue to feel, Senator and I, we continue to feel very good about where things stand. We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners.
Wow.
So I ask everyone to stay calm, all the people to stay calm. The process is working. The count is being completed, and we'll know very soon. So thank you all for your patience, but we have to count the votes. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you so much.
All right, that was a little press conference right there by, I'll just call him Joe Biden, Vice President Biden, for now. But I'm thinking, President-elect Biden sounds good. All right, Alan in Indiana.
Yes, I'm concerned about the election, which all this phony ballots show up at the last minute, and everybody's scrambling to get it done. I'm wondering where that blue wave is. If Biden's got all these states and everything else, contested states, what are you scared of?
I don't follow you.
Because they found a bunch of phony ballots, not phony ballots, but Trump ballots, in ditches, dumpsters.
No, that didn't happen.
Oh, it happened.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it happened. I don't know who you're trying to cover up for.
I'm not covering up for anybody. It just didn't happen. If it happened, I would have had reports and video, and PolitiFact wouldn't have debunked it. And Snopes wouldn't have had debunked it. It didn't happen. It just didn't. I will tell you what did happen. You had 300. You had 300,000. You had 300. You had three. What wave? What are you talking about?
The blue wave.
The blue wave. Well, we held the House, and we're waiting to see what happens in the Senate, aren't we?
Well, what about Pennsylvania?
What about it?
It's Trump.
It's
Nevada.
What about it?
Everything's going slow, counting fake ballots.
What's fake about a mail-in ballot? You do know that there are states, 5 of them, that that vote completely through the mail.
You guys are counting them.
Sorry?
Yeah,
what?
I'm sorry, too.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't think anybody that's listening is being served by anything you're saying, because nobody follows what you're saying except that you want to say something bad. You want to say something bad, but you don't have anything to point to. If you did, we would talk.
Well, God has spoken.
God has.
God, everybody in the United States votes for Trump, and the Biden.
Everybody in the United States, Alan, I hate to tell you this, but everybody in the United States,
Or you guys mark
Alan, Everybody in Alan, everybody in the United States did not vote for Trump. You understand that, right? And God has not spoken. God does not pick the president of the United States. You understand that the people do.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, no, he don't.
Well, where are you going to be when Trump wins? The red wave comes over you guys.
There is no red wave, Alan.
NBC,
Alan,
CNN,
there is no red wave. There is no red wave. God does not pick the president of the United States, okay? And everybody did not vote for Donald Trump. Those are three things that are untrue.
Not everybody, but only the true people. True Trumpers.
Yes, true Trumpers voted for Trump. Yes, you could have that.
So far, the economy
I don't know what it's going to take for you. I mean, does he have to call an airstrike in on Indiana for you to say, okay, that's enough, I've had enough? But all the things that you're saying right now are untrue. All of them.
Yeah, they're true.
What's
Fake
true?
News.
What's true?
Well, look.
I'm looking.
Count them out.
I'm counting.
Honestly.
We're counting them honestly. There are cameras in the counting room. There are observers in the counting room. Oh, my God. See, this is the problem. There isn't even a decent argument on the other side. That's the problem. You're arguing with a psychology. You're arguing with some sort of a bent state of mind. You want to see God? This is Paula White. This is Donald Trump as if he really has a spiritual advisor. Okay, Donald Trump is probably one of the most irreligious men on the planet. Donald Trump observes none of the commandments. I mean, like, none of them. He's an adulterer. He's a false witness bearer. He's a liar. He doesn't welcome the stranger. Okay, there's just not even one commandment that Donald Trump ever followed or will follow. Okay, he's for murder. He actually wants extrajudicial murder, right? He's for it. He said it. And when you're arrested, in Donald Trump's mind, you've been proven guilty in a court of law, right? When you're arrested, Donald Trump thinks that you're guilty, right? And so he wants the police to rough you up and bang your head into the side of the, right? Donald Trump observes none of the commandments, okay? But he does have a spiritual advisor who literally stands on TV and asks for checks in the amount of $100,000 a clip, okay? And last night, Paula White was on stage, swear to God, doing this.
Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done.
This is like MILF's Gone Wild or something. I mean, right? She's a good-looking woman. I don't even understand what that was about. And who was the guy walking back and forth? He kept doing it. I mean, I could not stop watching this last night. I watched it over and over and over and over and over and over. Wow. Send her $100,000, everybody. RandiRhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinking podcast.